The discharge letters trip up candidates more than any other format. Today we are breaking down a real OET nursing discharge letter that scored a solid grade B, 350 out of 500. Let's examine why it passed. Here are the complete case notes. Mrs. Edith Crawford, an 82-year-old widow living alone in a 2-story house, had a left total hip replacement on July 8th. She is discharging today, July 12th, requiring ongoing community nursing care, wound dressing changes every 3 days, daily shower assistance, and mobility supervision. Understanding Mrs. Crawford's social context is vital because she lives alone in a 2-story home. Her mobility and daily care needs after a total hip replacement carry high clinical priority for the community nurse. When reviewing discharge notes, use our 3-bin strategy. Bin 1 contains immediate care needs like wound management and mobility. Bin 2 holds relevant surgical history. Bin 3 contains routine daily observations, which must be cut completely. Look at these lines from a candidate's draft. Mentioning that the patient slept well or that her daughter visited at 2 p.m. is irrelevant hospital noise. Cut those lines to protect your conciseness score. Look at this opening sentence. It clearly identifies the patient, the surgical procedure date, and immediately states the need for ongoing home care. This secures a top score for purpose. In paragraph 2, summarize the post-operative medical progress. Note that she recovered without complication, IV antibiotics were completed, and the surgical wound remains clean and dry. Paragraph 3 covers functional recovery, specifying that she mobilizes with a pickup frame and that OT equipment has been installed gives the community nurse essential safety context. Paragraph 4 details the discharge plan, using polite structures like, "It would be appreciated if you could ensure your register remains respectful and professional." Pay close attention to your tone. Never write, "You must check her wound or change her dressing." Always use professional nursing register. "It would be appreciated if you could check her wound."
Let's examine Dr. Mariam's official marking sheet. Purpose scored 3 out of 3. The reason for writing was stated clearly in the first sentence without ambiguity. Content scored 7 out of 7 because every clinical requirement was included. Conciseness scored 6 out of 7 for successfully removing routine daily ward observations. Organization and layout scored 7 out of 7 with logical paragraphing. Genre and language both scored 6 out of 6. Total score 350 out of 500, a solid grade B pass.
To recap, avoid these 3 major pitfalls in your discharge letters: copying daily hospital logs, burying your purpose in paragraph 2, and using demanding imperatives. Always reserve the last 5 minutes of your exam for a systematic check. Verify that the patient's name, surgery date, drug dosages, and word count fall accurately between 180 and 200 words. Mastering OET discharge letters comes down to one clear habit. Read the task, filter your notes, state the purpose early, write politely, and proofread carefully at the end.
Focus on your clinical reader's real needs. When your letter tells the receiving nurse or doctor exactly what to do next, passing your OET writing subtest becomes straightforward.
For more free OET writing walkthroughs, subscribe to our channel. And to get your own practice letters marked by expert educators, visit our website shown on screen.